If you guys were on death row and you had a final meal, what would it be?
So we can't do an all you can eat.
No, I mean you could have like a full plate. They can order a lot of stuff.
One of the father's kids.
What?
What?
I want to eat one of their kids. Hey, it's my last meal.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Redacted No More podcast. We have Chaos King with us. Chaos King, say hi.
Soon to be retired, Chaos King.
And
That's
we have
facts.
Fapanap, who has changed his name into the most PG name ever because his audience have changed, and we now call
Yep.
him Naps. So say hi, Naps.
Family friendly content. Yep. Naps. Hello.
He's also known as Rogue, and if you do have time, please give him some pity views. He's craving for it. And lastly,
I am. I'm not even.
I am Ash. I have nothing. I am nothing. That's
You
all.
do have an Instagram. You just don't want everyone to know it, and a YouTube too.
And today we are going to talk about some topic that is food related. He'll be talking about food. He'll be talking about a lot of stuff that is related to food. So the first
Fuck
thing,
does that mean?
I am coming to it. Please, have patience, my boy. I'm getting at it.
Just call me boy.
Yes, sir. I have.
I'm not your boy.
You are not. It's just a way of saying. It's a phrase.
Because I'm black.
It has nothing to do with your race, sir. But it's alright. You're free
Who's
to
bringing
do
up race?
anything. Black is a race. The
Look,
last
just
thing-
because February is over doesn't mean you can disrespect black people.
I'm not disrespecting anyone, sir.
Oh, so you're saying I'm a liar?
I am definitely not saying that either. I'm just saying that you are free
You're saying
to
I'm
take
stupid.
the conversation anywhere
So
you
you're
want.
saying I'm a liar, I'm stupid, or you're a racist. Which one is it?
It's nothing, sir.
Go with the
It's
stupid one. Go with the stupid one.
So, the thing
Back
that
on
I
track.
wanted to ask you guys is, what is some of the worst food that you have ever eaten? Some of the worst food. What is it? Worst food that you have ever eaten that can come across your memory that make you filled with disgust and you don't wish even your enemy to have that thing.
I can't answer that because I don't think I've ever eaten anything that was bad that's kind of disgusted my palate. There's stuff I just don't like the taste of, but it doesn't disgust me.
What about the bang bottle that you had? That teaspoon of the bomb that you had that threw you
Yeah.
off, made you puke? What about it, sir? Can you care to enlighten us with your experience in the realm of the bomb?
It was just hot.
Care to explain more? Like, what was hot about it? Like, did it hurt your tongue or did it hurt your throat? Why did it made you puke? What was the specific thing that triggered that reaction from you? sir?
I filled up a giant spoon and drank it and ate it, I guess, and then it just hit my throat. And then, when you got spicy stuff, it slowly starts to settle in, and then it just kind of pops out. And I had no milk, I had no water, so I kind of died. But it's not like it wasn't like,
Wait. What do you mean you had no milk or water?
yeah, I had nothing. I wasn't prepared. I checked because I did it during a stream, and I checked during the stream. I was like, I'll be back. I went and checked. I had no milk.
What about
Oh
water?
my holy shit, dude.
So then I came back. I had some water. It didn't really help. Like, water is not the thing.
Yeah.
So I drank a little bit, and I went back to playing. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm about to go puke, and then I puked.
Yeah.
I just didn't like. If I had, it's too hot. That's all.
And
Too
even
spicy.
the puke was spicy, I would.
Nah, it wasn't. Once I peaked, that was good. Like the peak wasn't even spicy.
Yeah, normally it's just that your body is treating that shit like poison, and you had nothing to alleviate that kind of reaction. Like
Eh,
if you had milk, cream, or anything like that, that would have, like, normally what people do is when they eat spicy stuff, they cover their layer with like drink a lot of milk before, cream before, so the layer of the stomach is like filled with something. So
bro,
when the spice
when
lands, it
I
does not.
when I take vodka shots or tequila, I don't do chasers.
Ash, what happened to your snobby accent? Go back to that. Don't talk like your regular voice. Snobby accent is better.
So, Mr. Rook, now we are going to talk to you. The conversation is headed in your direction. So, care to enlighten
Oh, I
us
thank you,
with.
sir. Thank you. I'll be delighted to answer
Yeah.
you. No, I can't do it, bro. I can't do that shit like you. Okay. Let me think. I'll think of a recent one. More will come up to me later. But the recent one that I had was like I ordered some Chinese food. Uh, I usually love Chinese food, but this one was like probably 2 days out or something. I don't know what happened, dude. The rice was like kind of mushy. It looked like I should have known better than to eat it, but I was hungry as fuck, and I ate it, and it just fucked up my stomach. So that was pretty fucking horrible.
You hit
I
expired
still,
food.
yeah, I ate expired Chinese food knowing that it was expired.
To be honest, some of the food,
I thought I
yeah,
could be like, I got this.
some of the food you can have that is still
I just,
expired. Like, I have had expired yogurt, I have had expired cheese, I have had expired bread, and they were usually fine. Didn't affect me, anyways.
yeah, exactly.
Aren't
I
you
decided,
always sick?
Oh, this reminds
yeah,
me. I had the expired coffee from Starbucks. That was, that canned one. That is like that was year old, and I was still fine after drinking it. So yeah, that happens as well.
Look,
yeah, I decided.
at least I know Rock is on food stamps, so he has a reason to be eating expired food. But you literally live with somebody. You don't
Oh,
pay rent.
dude.
No,
You
this
don't
was
pay
before.
rent.
This was
They
before
got
when I was
food.
in college. When I was in college, it was there.
No, dude. Recently I bought a little pastry thing. Over here, I don't know the English name. It's in español we call it tres leche,
Oh yeah, it's
which
called
translates to three
yeah,
milks.
Treleches only. They are fucking amazing, man.
Tres leche, dude. They're amazing, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, I bought one. I was so ready to eat it, dude, and then when I ate it, it was sour, and I had to throw that whole shit away. It was like fully prepared with whipped cream and a cherry. It looked so nice, dude, but it tasted
Yeah.
like
The
shit.
cream was old. The
It,
cream. I think the cream.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it broke my heart to throw it away because I was like, fuck, I love this pastry so much.
Yeah, man.
So,
That shit is fucking amazing. I love that shit.
what about you, Ash? I guess.
So I have had a lot of experience. So one was when I tried a spicy challenge, which was in Dallas. I went there. I gave them $10, signed the waiver, and they gave me three tenders. And they were not like small tenders. They were like fucking giant tenders that were coated
Hold
on.
on. Oh, before you continue, this is the guy that says he only eats spicy food. Did he
Yeah.
complete the challenge?
No.
I wasn't asking you. I was asking Rock. They were gonna tell us. You ruined it.
Yeah. So
Well, Mister Spicy. Okay.
yeah, so it was like it was like a square cube of that what you should say, like kind of like a McDonald's style of chicken, like how they have chicken patties. That is not a patty, but it's like crushed chicken filled with fillers and stuff. So it was kind of like a cube thing, and that was coated on in spice layers and like breading, and then on top of it, it had raw spices, like not liquid, just raw. And I didn't eat anything before, and I just went there. So the first bite I have it, I was fine. The second bite, I inhaled the spice, the raw spice that was on top of it. So now that spice was in my nose, in my eyes, everywhere. I was fucking dead at that time. Like, that shit was burning, and I hadn't eaten anything before. The thing was that it tasted shit. because it had no flavor except the bitterness. Like it didn't offer anything, just bitter, spicy garbage. Like that's how the whole thing was. I was drinking milk and everything. It was fine, but then it started to go downhill. I was going back home. My stomach was like it was rejecting that shit. It was like fuck this shit, buddy. You don't want this shit. And it was hurting. I felt like my intestines were melting. And then when I got back home, I was like, oh shit, I had to puke. I was going back to the washroom and some guy was already inside there. So I was knocking the door. I was like, hey, open it! And he thought that some intruder has come. So he was like, please leave me alone! And he was not ready to open. And I was like, fuck! And at that time, I was like crawling at that time because I just needed. I was like almost dead. The pain was unbearable. And then I puked. And it was not normal puke. The puke was like a projectile vomit that you see in Exorcist movie. It was like, and
So it
then
was like
Holy
that.
shit.
and then I was screaming in pain because the pain would not stop. It was like my fucking intestines were burning. And I kept puking. Like this happened at 4:30 p.m. and I was puking till 11:30 p.m.
So, you can just peek once, right?
I know it was like it was rejecting everything. It was treating it like a poison. So until it was out of the system, it made me puke and puke and puke and puke and puke. I drank milk, I drank cream to calm it down, but it was like as soon as something enters, it gets irritated, and it using that thing that has entered in the body, it would throw that shit out. It was like, hey, throw it out.
So just don't drink anything.
But it needed to be out. Like once everything was out, I felt better.
But that's how you grow. Look, this is a lesson in life. You don't just push out the disease, the sickness. That's you being weak. You got to keep it in you. You got to control it, conquer it.
Why did you?
You got to learn from it. You got to keep it in you.
Yeah,
I want you to go back next time you go to Texas. Go back to that same spot. Do that same challenge. Same thing you did before. And this time when you puke, stop. Don't drink anything. Conquer the puke with your body.
I hurt myself today to
To
see
see
if I
feel,
feel
focus
man.
on the
You know,
on the.
I tried the challenge thinking like, what's the worst that could happen? I won't be able to finish it, and I won't be able to win the $1,000, but it will be fine. Ah, but that was the worst mistake. That shit.
But I thought you were Mr. Spicy, man. Like, you should feel ashamed.
No, the thing is that spicy that is in kind of a liquid texture is good, but raw spices it irritates the stomach. Like that's why some of the
You see?
people who eat.
So you're not a real spice
No,
master. If you were a real spice master, it wouldn't matter what form it's in.
no, it matters.
You'd be able to conquer it.
No, it's like you know how people when they go eat Indian food or Mexican food they have diarrhea. Why is that? Because they use raw spices, and that.
Yeah, I've never
I
had
never had
diarrhea.
that.
I've never had diarrhea. What the fuck are you talking
From
about?
Mexican food. From
You get
Mexican food, no, bro. Like I don't know.
Dude,
You get
Taco
diarrhea?
Bell, Taco Bell, the one.
Never.
Never, bro.
Never. What the fuck are you eating?
Like that's what I heard from people. People are like, whenever I have Indian food or whenever I have Mexican food, I get diarrhea. Man, the food is awful.
Yeah,
That's
you're
what
doing,
they
you're
say.
doing, you're doing the Chipotle meme. I know what you're doing, okay, but it's like, at least personally, I got a pretty strong stomach, so
Me
that's
too.
never happened to me.
Like,
Yeah, we ain't.
no,
Our stomachs aren't pussies, you
I
know.
thought that you guys would be weak.
No, dude. I mean,
What do you're basing that out based off of where we're born?
Yeah.
You see, that's the problem. You're a racist, like I said before.
he's bringing up a good point.
That has nothing to do with it. The fuck?
Like white people, you
No,
know, they
you,
have trouble. They're like, ah, shit, I
no,
cannot
no.
do
I
that.
mean that.
Ah,
I mean that the racist point is pretty good because it's true. I mean,
yeah. This is
Like,
like the third time today. We just started this.
like when Chaos came to visit me, I gave him like the least spicy version of Maggie, and he needed water after it. That rice, that thing that I gave it to you eat. Remember?
I remember, but I also don't eat like that around people. Look, you want to see me actually eat? I have a 5 course meal. That's my actual eating.
Oh, this reminds
We
me.
start we start with our appetizer, and then we go with the entree, and then the second entree, then the third entree, then the dessert, and then the ending appetizer.
But you know what? That kind of like leads me to this question: if you guys were on death row and you had a final meal, what would it be?
So we can't
Interesting.
do an all you can eat.
No, I mean you could have like a full plate. They can order a lot of stuff.
But
When you're
what
about
would
to
be
die,
in
you
your
can eat
menu,
whatever.
So
Robot?
so what did I do first of all?
Okay.
I'll tell you what did you do. You basically cheated. And then you left the girl to die. Because you were like, I don't feel the same about you. She was
Okay,
begging for help. And that was just one of your victim. You did it to
well
like
she
20 girls, and now you're on the death row for doing that shit.
okay. I want one of the father's kids.
What?
what?
Of one of the women I cheated on, their father, who's angry, I want to eat one of their kids.
Ah, so he's doing the Cartman bit. The Cartman fed the kid the father. He's like, hey, I'm gonna eat your kid. That's what I want.
If I'm going to die, if you're giving me a choice of what I want, if he has a child that has died recently, I want to eat that flesh. Or
How
if
do
he
you
has,
know it's How
what
do
were you
you know it's gonna come up from him? I mean, they could probably take any dead kid and give you his meat.
Yeah, they can
If they
probably
would do
not
that
give
at
you meat
all,
at
which
all.
they
They can,
wouldn't.
yeah.
Hey, it's my last meal.
So, doesn't mean they have to comply.
So if they're gonna lie about it, then it doesn't matter what I choose. So it has to be something they have to give me.
Normally, people, like, that's an interesting question. I would want to see what happens. Hey, Chaos, do some murders and get on a death row, and we will just see it in person what happens. Just for an experiment, say, kill few people.
No, no. So you would eat a whole kid. Okay, that's a great answer, Chaos. Uh,
Well, come
what
on.
about?
I'm in jail. They're putting me on the death sentence for cheating on women. So clearly, their parents will be upset. So one of
You
them,
were
I want to eat one
you
of
were
their.
a, you were a serial romantic. That's what landed you in jail. And now you want to eat one of the kids. And the funny thing is, you're not specifying. You're just saying, I just want to eat a kid. Like, what part of the kid? The whole thing? The hair? Should we shave him? What's your deal here, buddy?
It's the last meal of the whole thing.
They're gonna present the kid to Chaos like Snapper. They're gonna be like, the whole kid will be
Like
on the plate, all covered in sauce, shaved,
like
removed all the
like
clothes off, and
best
Chaos will be
case
like, hey, eat it.
best case scenario, they got one of those hospital kids. They're like, you got like a week to live. Give me one of them.
Also, dude, you didn't order anything to drink. That's just gonna be like really dry, dry
Just
kid
eating a
on your
kid.
throat.
Look, there's blood. Okay, have you never cut yourself and then drank your blood?
This motherfucker's gonna be. I wanna eat a whole kid and a diet soda, please.
Oh, a whole
They're
kid with
killing. They're
blood in
gonna
it.
kill me in a few hours. Look, this is my meal.
Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Eat your kid, you fucking weirdo. What about you, Ash? What would be your last meal on that throw?
So I would have a lot of stuff. Like I would have a pizza. I would have a chicken sandwich from the best place I know. I would have the cheesecake. I would have some good drinks, to go along with that. I would have
No,
some
I'm
Indian
sur-
food like chicken tikka masala, chili garlic naan,
They're just gonna give you the shot right then and there. What you're saying? You're giving them this menu. It's gonna be
you're you're gonna die before you reach the chair, bro.
And I'll be like,
every,
I don't want to eat everything. I just want to have a little bit of everything, just in order
you know,
to have a taste of all of them.
I'm
You can get the
surprised. No,
rest. And they would be like,
I'm,
hey, buddy, we don't want to have to eat with a serial killer that disgusting. I'm like, think of it like this. I'm just like a
you know, I'm
normal human being. Like, you
I'm
guys
surprised people don't.
go to toilet, I kill people. Same kind of thing.
I'm surprised people don't request like Gordon Ramsay to cook something for them.
They know it's going to be shit. They're
Yeah.
like, fuck that guy, man.
Nah, it would be fun though. The whole experience. Imagine like I want to cook something with Gordon Ramsay as my last meal, and just have him yelling at him
Oh, to be
like,
honest,
"What are
Gordon
you, an
Ramsay
idiot
would agree
sandwich?"
because he had been in prison. Like, he had one series where he went to prison and cooked with the inmates. What was that
But
series called?
were they death row inmates?
Probably.
You know what?
Yeah.
The only reason I would ask for Gordon Ramsay is for me to get him in the same room with me and then grab him as a hostage and then fucking kill him. Like I wouldn't even want to escape, use him to escape. I just want to kill him. I just want to take him with me because I think he's a horrible person and he
Like,
shouldn't be in this world.
you're gonna be acting all nice, and they're gonna be like, "Well, we gotta put you down. What's your last meal?" I'd really be nice if you could get me Sir Gordon Ramsay, so we can cook together for my last meal. It's like, okay, you're the nicest death row inmate ever. We're gonna get him in. Gordon Ramsay comes in with the film crew.
You kill him.
They lock the door, and then you just pull a shank out.
No, no, I no. This is how I imagine it. I got the cuffs on, right? So I
Yeah.
put the cuffs on around his neck, like I got him by the back, and I'm like, they're probably recording me, and I'm like, you're gonna need a new host for the new season because I'm taking this guy with me, and I will just probably snap his neck, and then they'll. No, I
Uh,
will snap his neck and be like, ta-da,
yo,
like the
yo,
Joker, bro.
answer this.
Gordon Ramsay, Hell's Kitchen, live from hell, and then you just snap his neck.
Answer this thing, bro. Like, why do you hate Gordon Ramsay? What did he do to you?
Dude, no, no, listen, dude. I was watching a clip of him recently, actually, and I just hate how
Treats you?
he abuses his power because yeah, I hate how he abuses his power because that's the whole concept of the show. He literally starts screaming at you, "You're a fucking retard!" Right, literally in front of your face, and you're like, "Just Sir Ramsey, just Sir Ramsey, just Sir." Dude, do you think I'm gonna take that shit? That is just humiliating. I don't like that the whole concept of the show is based on that type of humiliation. You know what I
Well,
mean?
it's only humiliating to you. It doesn't mean it's humiliating to them.
It's a very sadistic kind of show, and I don't like it from that aspect. It's
But
funny,
you
dude. I'm
you
not gonna say
realize,
it's not funny, but it's sadistic. It's
but
like it crosses the line. Like it's I don't know.
but you've seen Master Chef, right? He doesn't yell at
I
all.
think so.
Master Chef, when they cook together, he doesn't yell at all. He just gives good advice. It's all for entertainment. Everyone knows what they sign up for.
Yeah, and to be
He doesn't
honest,
act.
and
He doesn't actually
I
yeah,
know.
yell.
to be
I
honest,
know.
if
I know.
and that's what makes it in and if you had actually seen how actual chefs work, that kind of thing is quite common. Like, there was Marco Pierre, right, who made Gordon Ramsay cry.
So,
Like, that's how horrible they are. Like, this dude that is shitting
hey,
on
making
people
someone
cried
cry
like a
doesn't mean you're
bitch.
horrible.
Cried like a bitch.
Bro, dude.
Just because he
This
cried
is
doesn't
like,
mean you're a bitch.
bro. This is like This is like having a dad that beats you, and then your dad is like, you should have met my grandpa. He was really bad. No, I'm not bad, dude. It's so bad.
No,
It's so
that's how
bad. Like
their environment
if
is.
I
Like,
was
you
if
go.
I was a chef, if
Well, that's why you're not a chef.
Yeah, that's why
'Cause
you're not
exactly,
in the
you
dude.
can't
catering
handle
industry.
criticism.
Like, just
You
try it,
can't
bro.
look. It's not about the actual words he say.
Bro,
It's just
no,
about him putting pressure on you. If you can't handle the
no,
pressure, if you can't handle the heat, get out the kitchen, bro.
Yeah.
You can't handle the
I,
heat.
you know,
You can't handle it.
exactly.
Get out the kitchen, man.
Who the fuck made the kitchen a war zone? Like, why? Why does it have to be a fucking war zone in there? Where like
Have
people are dodging
war
bullets
zone.
and
Have you
shit?
been to war?
I know,
Do
but
you
I
want
assume
to?
it's not like a kitchen.
I got Putin on speed dial. I'll say launch him. You want to go to war?
Dude, no. That thing that you said, it actually reminded me. One of the reasons I quit one of my jobs because the manager, I was what was it? I think it was in Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? The manager came and I was like, I wasn't doing anything in the back of the kitchen. I was just kind of laying around and mopping, pretending to mop. And he came and he pushed me. He was like do some food or whatever. Nobody ever trained me to do the food. I didn't get any training on how do you make a fucking hamburger or whatever, right? So I assumed that it wasn't. I wasn't put in that position, right? I'm not in that post. I don't have to make the hamburger. It's like it would be weird if nobody trained me and I'm like, oh, they need a hamburger, and I just go back there like, okay, I got this. Nobody trained me for that shit.
Well, you know, in jobs, a thing called initiative.
I know it's initiative. I know that. Okay, I get that from a standpoint, but like it would make sense if they train me a little bit, or at least they say this is gonna be your station. But they didn't assign me into any station. So anyway, this manager like kind of pushes me to his way, and it's like, oh, you should have done this, and I was like, I didn't even say anything to the dude. I took my apron off, and then I kind of threw it to his chest, not hard, like a little thing, and then I just walked out, dude. I walked out. You
Without
think I'm
even
gonna
taking
take
the
shit
paycheck.
from a manager? You think I'm gonna take shit from a manager in Kentucky? You think that's
Look,
gonna be my life?
you can't
Okay,
take
fuck
constructive
that.
criticism. You can't take constructive criticism. What if one of
No,
your,
no,
what if one of the other caretakers walks up to you and bumps you and is like, "Hey,
And you know, if you look at
you
it, Roke
should have
walked
helped her
out.
earlier."
Roke was like, I'm not going to take shit, I'm going to walk out. And other employees were like, shit, now we are a man down, we have to do more work because of this one dude who cannot take up shit and would leave midway. Like, he
Oh,
would just throw his
tec-
apron off and would be like, hey, I'm out. What the fuck?
well, technically, he wasn't working to begin with, so he wasn't. He
exactly.
was just fucking around. So they were already doing his work. He wasn't doing anything.
And still
He thought he
failing,
was
No, no,
getting
still
dude.
paid.
failing, still getting yelled at.
N-
Imagine how horrible
No, no,
you
no.
are that you don't do any work and still get yelled at.
This nigga thought he was
We
getting paid to stand around and pretend to clean.
no, dude. We had two managers. Okay, one of the managers told me to mop the floor, so that's what I was doing. I was mopping the
Eight
floor in the
hours
kitchen.
for 8 hours.
No, dude.
You didn't even
We're
have any
talking about
water. You had a broom. That was a dustpan. That wasn't even a mop.
bro. In my head, it makes sense if like, okay, if a manager wants me to stop like mopping, he sent me to mop, right? If he want me to stop mopping and do something else, he would come to me like, okay, you're done there, go there. That makes sense to me. But if they don't explain shit to me and just want me to take some initiative, and Kentucky Fried Chicken, bro, like I'm not gonna.
Shouldn't
What's the
matter what
highest
it is,
position
man.
that? Like,
It
bro,
shouldn't
fuck
matter.
that, okay?
It shouldn't matter. The job shouldn't matter what it is.
Oh, shit. It wasn't Kentucky. My bad. It's church. You guys have,
Oh,
church fried chicken.
churches.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah,
church.
yeah.
Okay, okay. It's okay in churches. Then. Never mind. But
Yeah.
still,
But
yo,
yeah, no,
go ahead.
I walked out, dude. I walked out because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I barely wanted this job. I'm just doing this job to get some money. I'm not gonna get shit from this job. So I just threw my apron at him and just left.
No, I've
Uh,
dealt with people like you before. I told them, "Hey, go looking for another job. Just stick around till you find one." Like, control your emotions. Yeah, why are you getting so bent out of shape over little shit?
I didn't get bent out of shape. It's a very passive aggressive interaction, dude. I didn't say anything to him. I just took up my apron and threw it at like his chest. And it isn't like I
So
planted it with like a
you
fucking punch or
abandoned.
anything.
So you
What?
assaulted him and abandoned your job.
No,
You
I
abandoned your
did
job.
against the. Nah, dude, you might be like a fucking worker drone type of bro, but I'm not, bro. Like,
Look,
if
I'm not there to fuck around. I'm there to work. I'm doing what they pay me to do. Not to
sure, I
just
mean,
clean. That's not just mop for 8 hours. They don't pay me to mop for 8 hours. It don't
it
take eight
wasn't
hours to
eight
mop.
hours, bro. It wasn't 8 hours too much,
You
dude. I
work
mean,
at a fast food place and you don't know how to cook. Like you're only a cashier for like a couple months, maybe a couple weeks, and then they start
yeah,
showing you how to cook.
that's the
They just push you
that
down
was
there.
the strange that was the strange thing, chaos. Because before that happened, one of the managers would tell me what to do. He's like, okay, come here. We're gonna show you how to work the cashier, and they show me how to do that. So I did it. Okay. Then they here come here. We need you to mop. Come outside and like water the thing outside. The worst part of
Fuck
it
you,
was like
watering.
no, basically broom, like keep the entrance of the place tidy. And what the worst one was like there was like a
Are you
in the fast food.
maintenance?
No, that you. But that's the thing. That's one of the awful things when you work like in a fast food place. Like you do multiple jobs, not just one. Okay, you do whatever they tell you to do.
I think
Like
you
go
were
clean up the
maintenance.
bathroom.
I think you were maintenance.
But yeah, it wasn't worth it, dude. I hated that job, so that's why I quit.
You're you're not a good worker. It's a job. It shouldn't matter if you like or hate it.
You're chaos, chaos.
Like
It
it's okay.
does.
It's okay. It's okay to quit, but don't assault someone on your way out. Look, you know what that person's there. He's there to work. And you know what you did? You took off your apron and chucked it at him, and then you left without saying a word. And he needs you
Yeah.
to work. And that means they're down a man. He doesn't know what you. He doesn't know where you went. He doesn't know if you're coming back. You didn't say a thing. You just left. So the next day,
Fucking
he's
A.
expecting you to be there. You're not there. So they're down a man. And now all your employees who you may have been cool with, now they're gonna have to do double the work.
Yeah.
They were already doing your job, but now that they're down a man who doesn't do the maintenance work, they gotta do that all that stuff too. Yo, what if you had stayed at that church's chicken job and maybe that was just a little test from upper management? Like the church of the church's chicken, the top dog. It's a little test to see how you'd handle it. And if you had
So
learned to cook, you would be like CEO of Puerto Rican churches now.
wait, okay. So to set this up, some kind of head honcho at Church Chicken would have to come
Undercover
to Puerto
boss.
Rico.
The first
Would have to
undercover
come to
boss.
Puerto Rico in a trench coat, hiding around the restaurant, and he sees me mopping, and he's like, "That guy that's mopping, I see potential in him. He could be the one."
Hey,
Okay, I got a great feeling about this guy. I'm gonna test him, okay, to see if he's gonna be like the one. Dude, that sounds so ridiculous.
hey,
Come
have you
on,
not seen
brother.
Undercover
What if it
Boss?
was
This
a
is
test
literally
of
undercover.
God? What if God came down and be like, hey, let's test this idiot guy and see if he just works morally or not? And you just failed the test. Your moral job was to do at least till the end of the day and then say that you are not going to work from tomorrow so they'll be prepared and they'll be in a better position instead of just forcing one guy to do more work. That was your common courtesy kind of thing that you should have done, but you failed. But this kind of reminds me, like, since we are talking about church's chicken and church's chicken, uh, then there's Popeyes, then there's KFC, then there's Golden Chicken.
Bojangles.
Yeah. So and there's also Jollibee. So there are so many, like companies out there that are making the same thing, which makes me bring to the next topic. Like, which one is your favorite when it comes to the fried chicken thing? Is it the KFC bucket that you like? Is it
Nigga,
the Bojangles? Is it
bro,
the
fried chicken is trash.
uh,
Fuck fried chicken. But the
Yeah,
best fast food fried chicken place is without a doubt. I would either go. Nah, I wouldn't say churches. I would say Bojangles.
you guys don't have Golden Chick?
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, maybe it's a Texas thing. Jollibee?
I've never heard of it.
They are expanding. Jollibee is pretty good. Like, they have better spices, and Golden Chick, like, they add
Bro,
more spices to it so it tastes better.
you don't even know. You can't even handle spice.
Shut the fuck up, man. Only one.
You just told us the story.
Like, if you like, covering the whole thing in just raw spices, that was definitely going to irritate my stomach. So what happened was how body works. It's not that you will be used to it. Like,
Fake
oh, dude,
Indian. Fake
we don't
Indian.
need to go through it again, okay? I
yeah,
heard it. I know the final act. It ends with puke. So
yeah.
okay.
But honestly, all those fast food fried chicken places suck. If you want something good, go to Martha Stewart's restaurant in Savannah, Georgia. She's got the best fried chicken. It's expensive, but you can. It's good. It's worth it.
What about the chicken sandwich? Which one do you like the most? Fried chicken
None of
sandwich.
them. The chicken sandwiches all suck. What the? And not Martha Stewart. I
Yeah,
meant
dude.
Paula Dean. Paula Dean, not Martha Stewart. Sorry. But
No,
look, all that shit sucks. Chicken sandwiches all suck.
I only ate. This was chicken sandwich. The only one that I ever ate was the Big Crunch from Kentucky Fried Chicken. That was the only one I ever ate, and I used to like it a lot. But it's a fucking. It's not that great. It's whatever, you know.
I think the main problem is that they need to come up with better sauces. They just sauce that thing so less that it feels all dry.
Yeah, why don't you come up with a sauce and sell it to them?
I actually get the additional sauce and then I sauce it up so that it's not dry. I add the bomb in it and
So
then
you use their sauce.
no, I get my have you heard of Nando's?
Yes.
Yeah, so they have a peri peri sauce. I just get the bottle from Amazon and add it.
So you use someone else's sauce.
Yeah,
You don't make your own.
I don't. I just add the bomb in
See,
it and it's
how can
tasty.
you complain? See, if you don't make your own, you're never going to be find a way to make it to profit from it. You can't be using other people's stuff. Look, this is about getting you money. It's about making you
I don't
rich.
want money from that shit.
You have it's the shit you eat though. And you know what? There's millions of shit eaters like you that are saying the same things. Man, if only they had better sauces. What if you came up with the sauce and you sold it to that company? The ash sauce, Fernando's. The ash chicken sandwich with your sauce on it, full of ash's creamy goo. Every they make it. It goes world famous. You can have all the little figurines you want, man.
I don't want them anymore. But yeah, the problem is that they just put so little sauce that you can barely get the taste from it. Like it's all dry.
You can pay for extra.
Yeah, I order from Uber. I tell them extra sauce. I get the extra sauce, but that's still less. They have an option where you can ask for
You know
them
what
to
Ash
give
does?
extra sauce.
Ash Ash goes and he's like, "Okay, I want the sandwich with extra sauce," and they're like, "Yeah," and then I want you to open the sauce up and drip it over my head too. And I want you to take like 20
And
packs and drip it over my head, okay, while I eat it. I want just be a
and
ball of goo.
spank me. And spank me, okay?
I mean, like sandwiches has to be a bit saucy. Otherwise, like bread is dry, and then you have less sauce, and the
But
chicken
dude,
breast
you're
they
eating
use is also dry. So it just ends up being a dry.
this is fast food shit. This is fast food shit.
Oh,
Okay, that's the only way I.
this kind of reminds me. If they would have added a coleslaw, I think that would have made it less dry.
Oh, you
Coleslaw
can
on a
order.
sandwich?
You can order it on the side, a side of coleslaw.
He wants it on the sandwich. What the fuck?
This weirdo. I know this weirdo apparently does. Let me ask you guys this. Okay. When it
Sure.
comes to food, is there a food that like repulses you, or you're allergic to it, or something like that?
So I'm not allergic to anything, and nothing repulses
Dude,
me. Like I'll try it, but it's like I gotta be in the mood most of the time.
like when they started that, that sweet donut and chicken sandwich in between two
No.
donuts. My God, that was disgusting. I just don't even
Oh,
want to.
what?
Yeah, KFC started their donut sandwich, which is like two sweet donuts that were layered, like glazed in sweet caramel
Who the fuck
and
goes to
sugar.
KFC for donuts?
And then in between there was chicken tender, and that was their sandwich that they
Uh,
used to serve. And people
But
ate it. People
who's
were like, "Oh my God, this is
who's
so good."
ordering donuts from KFC? First of all, like what the fuck?
Tell me, Rogue, does that repulse you or no?
That repulses me. Okay,
Did you try?
that sounds like it's gonna be bad, but it doesn't really repulse me. It's a bad idea in general, and it's just one of like super greedy ideas of like, here you go, fat people, more stuff that you like on top of each other.
And they
You
ate it
know,
up. They ate it up, man.
right, right. It doesn't seem like a good idea, but it's not as repulsive. Like for example, I used to be repulsed to olives. I couldn't stand them, dude. Like if I had like a food and sometimes I would have like a green olive in it, it would just ruin the whole flavor for me. That's the kind of repulsion that I mean. Not
Uh,
some fucking
I
like
think like
uh
with me, it's more with tomatoes. Like if they add tomato in a burger or on pizza, it just kind of throws me off.
you don't like the texture of tomato, the squishiness and
Yeah,
freshness of it.
and that like it
You
kind
don't
of
like
overpowers other flavors
vegetables.
and it ruins it for me.
You don't
It
like
doesn't
vegetables.
overpower anything. Tomatoes
Yeah,
barely taste, dude.
They have a
they
taste,
cut them so thinly too. There's not even like they're not even thick,
bruh. Just
Yeah,
like
you can barely feel them, dude.
bro. They literally put tomatoes on everything.
yeah, I that's why whenever I order something, I say please not tomatoes. Take them out.
Like, here's the thing: like whatever they put on there, just eat it. That's how it's supposed to be made. If you want to make
Yeah, I
alterations to
would
it,
agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that. A little bit, in a sense. I mean,
if you're
because
not
yeah, if you're
allergic,
gonna,
just leave it on there.
yeah, it's made to be eaten like that full, like that. That's what gives you the full flavor of
Bruh,
it.
I don't want that
Uh,
shit. It
I find it
ruins
kind
the
of weird when
fucking
people
flavor
go
for
in there
me.
and yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It's weird to go in there and dissect the food that you're gonna order. Okay, you're
Are
like,
you?
okay, I want a
Oh,
burger, but I
like
want
I'll
this
tell you
taken
Are
something.
out,
you?
Like
this
you
taken
know
out.
those deep dish pizzas with a
Yeah,
lot of cheese. So if you have one where you add tomatoes on it, the tomatoes get squished due to the weight of the cheese, and the whole pizza becomes like if you eat it, it will be what like
it's made bad. They're doing it wrong, man. They're making it wrong.
and it was
That's not
so
how.
fucking
Yeah, bro.
awful that afterwards I was like, please don't add tomatoes. I don't want tomatoes as a topping.
This motherfucker is
Are you?
eating a pizza with a salad on top of it. Like,
And
bro,
coleslaw.
come on.
So when you go out to a restaurant, do you ask the chef to like change the ingredients? Like, oh,
Yeah.
This
Wait,
still
wait, wait. I
does.
got disconnected, so I'm back now. What were you guys talking about?
you're a fucking weirdo.
Motherfucker.
We're talking about your tomato issues.
Dude, like it fucking ruins. What can
Uh,
we do about it? Yeah, so back to Rock. Like, what repulses you, buddy?
no, yeah, I was gonna say that I grew up in my house and they used to brew a lot of tea, like a lot of
Bruh,
tea leaves, and the
tell me
smell of it
something. You just said
literally
you.
repulsed my stomach.
Did you hear what you said?
Because they weren't making it right.
You said I grew up at my house. Where the fuck were you supposed to grow up? In your neighbor's house?
A lot of people don't grow up at their own house, man.
What the hell?
I'm sorry, man. I didn't phrase it well. Well, in my home growing up, I guess my grandma used to make a lot of tea, brew a lot of tea with like her plants that she used to grow and shit, and the smell of it still to the day repulses me,
It was
makes me
weed.
sick to my stomach.
It was weed. She
No,
was
I
making
wish it
weed,
was weed.
marijuana
I
tea.
wish, dude. I wish I would have gotten high with my grandma,
No,
but
she just
no.
wasn't cooking the tea leaves right. You got to do it a certain way. Like your water can't be too hot. You gotta let it soak for a certain amount of time. Release
No, no,
like
it depends on
there's
the
a
plant.
technique.
It depends on the plant. It depends on the plant too. I mean, because I have some tea and I don't mind it, but and the plants that specifically she was doing, they was fucking awful.
I'm
Uh,
guaranteeing you, she was getting high.
maybe, maybe.
You were too young to notice, but that was marijuana,
She was getting rock high so that she could do stuff like that.
medicinal tea.
But I get why Ash doesn't like tomatoes is because of the texture of it or like the whole squishy thing. I understand that. I don't like some food because of that.
Y'all, y'all are children.
No, man. I
You know,
mean, it's just a
you know
preference.
how hard chefs work to cook that kind of food for you, and you're like, could you please take the tomatoes out? It's a pizza. What the fuck you want them to do?
Yeah, you can't take the
No, I like
tomatoes out.
tomatoes.
Like they have,
Personally,
they
I
make
like
it.
tomatoes.
They make it every time, so it's easy for them to do that. They're like, one less ingredient to worry about.
No, but the people who design this stuff, they make the recipes. They don't want to alter it. You're messing it up. It's not their recipe when you check that out.
Can you imagine if fast food restaurants were actually as strict as you want them to be? You go there and you go like, I want a sandwich, but I want to take the onions out, and they go like, get out right now,
Well,
Get
fuck
out
you.
right now, motherfucker.
It kind of
I'm
reminded me of
allergic.
how there are some restaurants where chefs are too proud about that thing, and you are like,
And they should be.
hey, can I have that
Look,
calzone? But could you not put cheese on it or meat on
you
it
know,
and
just like
make it
how
make
Rock
it all
said,
vegan? The dude would be like, get the fuck out of here! This is my restaurant. There is not to be the calzone. It has to have
hey,
the
and they
cheese and
should
the
be.
pepperoni.
Just like how
Why
Rock
are you
said, he
doing
doesn't like a certain amount of money won't keep him in the job. These guys don't do it for the money. It's because it's their art. And I don't know who you are. You think you can change their art form? They're gonna cook it for you the way it should be cooked. Any alterations, they'll have to plan, not what you suggest. Like if you got a problem with that, you can kick rocks and go somewhere else.
No,
That's
I
what that's
mean,
what all these fast food places should be
most of the
telling you.
restaurants.
If you don't, hey, if you don't have like an allergy card, an officially government issued allergy
No,
card, fuck you. Kick rocks. Go to Burger King, bitch.
dude, they do it anyway. So what's the fucking point?
No, we ain't doing that no more. Only allergy cards only get alterations. No one else. I want an
Just make it.
officially
You
government
just made it
issued
more,
allergy card.
dude. You just made it more complicated for everybody for no good reason. It's better
No,
to go with just customer can customize it. It's
no.
just a lot easier
Dude,
that
it's a
way.
Yeah,
fast
fuck the
food
customer.
restaurant, not a fucking art shop.
Yeah, fast food, so you're making alterations. We don't do that. That's not fast. That takes time.
Dude, they assemble it
This is
for
art.
you. It's not like you are saying that, hey buddy, like the sauce you made, can you remake it for me? That's not nobody's doing. All they're
That is
saying is
practically
that
what you're
when
doing.
you're assembling the burger, don't fucking put the tomatoes inside of it. That's all.
So you're ordering a number 5, and it has tomatoes on there. You're getting the tomatoes in there.
No. Fuck no.
Look, if you don't want it, you can write a letter to the owner. It will go to the main office human resources, and they will write a suggestion that will go to the officials, and they will think about making an alteration.
Dude,
If it's passed, you gotta wait a year for it to be issued to every single McDonald's in the world. Look, no more. I am sick and tired of you customers altering our menus. If you aren't allergic, nothing's
I
happening.
just did it with you. Where were you when I was doing that? Remember when we went to Wendy's in Georgia? I just said I want the jalapeno popper chicken sandwich, but without bacon on it.
Like, I don't even remember. I wasn't listening. I was just.
And you were like, I want biscuits. And they were like, if you get if you get one more, you get two free. And Chaos was like, add one more.
I really don't remember. I just know he gave me a free cookie or 2 free cookies
Yeah, he told you if you get one more, you get two. And Chaos was like,
because I was the only black guy there,
yeah, that is also true. Chaos was the only guy.
and he was the only other black guy, and he was like, "My brother." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks." Yeah. I don't acknowledge that type of stuff.
If he only knew you, he knew what. If he only knew, it was a wasted effort, bro.
Yeah.
If he saw the white power fist in my shadow.
He would have been like,
You know what? Yeah. As soon as Chaos gets the biscuit, he just takes off his shirt and he has the Nazi symbol. Like fucking America History X, dude. Dude.
He didn't even realize I asked for a sugar cookie, not a chocolate chip. He should have known from then. I didn't want no chocolate. He should have known.
I no want a chocolate. But yeah.
Well, props to him.
Oh,
Wendy's has the biggest cookies
yeah.
of any fast food place. This is water with a straw.
I still have.
Nah, it's the slushies.
Yeah, slushies.
It's the slushies.
I have to try.
But nigga, you ain't got a car. Why are you going to QT?
Dude, I grew up drinking slushy, so they're fucking great.
Nah, have you had Sonic?
No.
Sonic driving?
No.
No, the only slushies that I ever had when I was a kid growing up through like our school and all that, you would just get Shit, una empanadilla de pizza, and then you get a Slurpee for like $1, and that was the best meal ever. You know, how do you call what do you call those pastry things that they sell them in freezers? They have like a hot dog inside of them.
Corn
Uh,
dogs.
a corn dog, right? The batter and all that shit. There's a lot of things that they use that kind of batter, and they fill it with different types of meat,
Yeah,
uh,
I
or
love when they put
pizza.
meat inside of it.
Right, that's what I used to eat as a kid every day. I mean, and then a Slurpee. Uh,
Slur.
Either
So,
blue
I have
flavor. It was so good, dude.
one
how
second,
did
one
you get
second.
fat?
Slurpee is just that frozen cola, like, right? You put that in the like put a carbonated water and it becomes like a.
Nigga, we don't make them ourselves. They already have them made. Like you
Yeah,
can make it
bro.
yourself, but you gotta. Why would you do that?
I
Just
accidentally
buy
did
it.
it. Like I just put the cola inside and then forgot to take it out, and then took it out. It became Slurpee. It was good.
Yeah, that's kind of the same thing, but we get it from a machine, okay, instead of like
No,
from a
I was just
freezer.
asking like if that is what a Slurpee is, because some people call it
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Slurpee,
yeah, that's what it
some
is.
people call it slushy. So that's why I was asking. Like, are they the same thing or different?
Different.
What's the difference between a slushy and a Slurpee?
It's a texture.
So slush. Oh, so slush is more like ice texture,
Yeah,
and Slurpee is like what?
yeah.
Yeah, but
Uh,
I'm asking the difference between slush and Slurpee.
look at
Yeah, this
Google
is
that shit.
riveting. This is riveting stuff, Ash. Okay, riveting. I'm glued to my seat talking about the difference between slushies and Slurpees. What? Why are you so obsessed with food topics, dude? What the fuck?
Like, let's ask. Here's a real question. What do you prefer? Hot dogs or corn dogs?
Me, I don't like corn dogs.
Ah, you prefer having a glizzy in your mouth.
And hot dogs, I don't like the ones that are boiled. I like the ones that are
Oh,
smoked. Like
okay, yeah, you like the smoke,
the Frankfurter ones, the Frankfurter Wurstchen.
the 5 inchers or like the 10? Oh, you like the big ones.
Frankfurter
What
Wurstchen.
kind of buns do you use?
I don't use buns. I just
Ah, you just stick it in your mouth.
Oh, this motherfucker is so horny, so horny that anyone around him is gonna catch his vibes. Like, it doesn't matter who. Like
Look,
he sees his dog drinking the water and then slapping it up. He's like, "Yeah, you like that water, don't you? Just slap it up, yeah, with your tongue.
you're
Come on, bro.
thirsty,
You need
aren't you?
to
You're thirsty, boy, aren't you? Hmm.
you need to go rub one out and come back to normal or something. Okay?
But yeah,
Look, I'm not.
with sausages,
I'm
which
not
one do you
Ash.
prefer? The smoked ones or the parboiled ones?
Hot dogs or sausages? Sausages are different than
Bro,
hot dogs.
Sorry,
you know what
sausages.
I do with my hot dogs? I buy the cheapest ones. They're like $2. They taste horrible. I put them in a microwave for two
Hey,
minutes. I
that's
put
that's
them
the
in the microwave.
that's the
Yeah, dude.
college way, man. That's the college way.
You
Ye-
can
We
fry
all
Yeah,
it.
do
but
it.
Do you know that you can fry
We all
it?
do
You
it.
can just put them in the pan and fry it.
No, but microwave is faster.
no, fuck that. Yeah.
Microwave is way faster.
I just
You can
put
put it in there frozen or
I just
in
I
from the
so
refrigerator.
what I have is a turkey sausage, the mini one. So I just put them. I just chuck them in the air
Turkey
fryer.
sausage? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I just chuck them in the air fryer and they just come out perfectly. Then I
Nigga,
chop them up and eat
look.
them with ramen.
The best way you gotta get a pan, put it on your stovetop. It's not the normal pan, it's a different one. I forget what it's called. You put butter on there. Put your stove on let's put it in between high and medium. Then get your hot dogs, cut it down the middle, place it on the butter, turn every 30, 40 seconds. And then you take a little thyme, pour it on there, keep turning till it's cooked completely. Get
Are you
your
shitting me?
if you have bread or if you're using buns, what you do, you're gonna sprinkle the shredded cheese on top of it. Put the hot dog inside of it. Get a little chopped up bacon, pour that on top, and then here's what you do: put it in the oven for 3 minutes, and then put cold whatever sauce you use. Put that cold on top of it. Mwah, perfect. You can butter the bread too in the oven if you.
You know what, chaos? That sounds. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds delicious.
Yeah, but too
But
Hey,
much
there's a
work.
couple of wrong things with it. There's a couple of yeah. First of all, you're making a whole meal out of a hot dog, and second of
hey,
all,
look,
no,
I can
dude.
make a meal
Second
out
of
of
all,
anything. I can
no,
make a
you
meal out of
you're
anything.
you're going a little extra on it, okay? And
There's
second
no
of
such.
all,
Hey, just because you don't like you have a good tasting glizzy, I like to savor my glizzies when I stick them down my throat.
dude, and like I was saying, second of all, that's something a stoner would do. Like you got stoner taste. That stoners are the ones that would go that
Oh,
far for a hot dog.
hey, look,
Honestly,
if
like
I'm
it's
gonna eat,
ridiculous.
look, if I'm gonna cook, it's gonna be fantastic. When I cook breakfast, look, the way my eggs, I only half shake them. I separate the whites from the egg yolk. I separate them and put them in the same pan. I have the oak surrounding the whites in the middle. Flip it, and then I pour some more thyme on top of it. Cook 30 seconds on high heat. Then remove from heat. Finish cook, and then I cook it some more off the heat for another 30 seconds. Place it on the plate. Best tasting eggs, scrambled eggs you'll ever have.
Uh,
Look, man, you
I
gotta
don't
go
know.
all. Why are you gonna cook if you're not gonna go all in? You're just eating any old shit. Look,
I feel like
I love the microwave gang. Okay, I've done hot dogs in microwave. Shit, I can
no,
throw
dude.
hamburgers in microwave. Hey, it's fast and easy. And it's not that bad.
No. Every time I put a hot dog in the microwave, I put it for 1 minute, and when I take it out, it looks like a disfigured hot dog, like a some Frankenstein hot dog, like an abomination. It's
It's
like half burnt.
shrunken.
Yeah,
Did you
it's
hear? Did you
chunk and
hear?
half burnt,
Did you hear
and
it pop?
it does pop because you're not supposed to put hot dogs in the microwave.
You can cook eggs in the microwave too,
Yeah,
right?
you can
Yeah,
even
I
cook
know. It's
Yeah.
weird.
grilled cheese in the microwave as well.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like
for grilled cheese is easy, but eggs is weirder.
you want a hard boiled egg? Just put it in the microwave. You don't need water. Just put that shit in the microwave for a minute and a half. If you hear something explode, it was too long.
It's gonna when it cook it, it will cook it, yeah, but it won't cook it well. But it will
Yeah.
cook it. I mean, you can at least eat it after,
This is how
but
you
it's
get.
kind of
This is how you get someone to cook for you. Be like, oh yeah, I can cook you dinner. Use the microwave. You want breakfast? Yeah, I got you. I got you some nice breakfast tacos.
it's so weird though. I mean, because you still meet people. Not everybody. I would say like a minority. There's still people that are like, I just can't cook. I can't cook a single thing. I'm so bad at the kitchen. You're like, really, dude? Anybody, literally any retard in the world can cook. Okay, how are you telling me that you can't cook anything? Like I just don't have the taste for it. I don't have the touch. Like, dude,
Hey,
you
it's
don't.
not everyone's a Gordon Ramsay, man. It's not easy to cook. Some people they don't have the time. Some people they don't have the experience.
Some people are
Some
too
people they
lazy.
don't have the heart to do it.
I'm too lazy.
Don't don't mock them for not being able to cook.
I just cook myself
Instead,
ramen.
educate them. You gotta do better. Educate your people. Don't put them down. Put them up. Raise them up. Because I guarantee if you said the same thing to them, they would raise you up. They would educate you. They would help you.
Cooking,
Be
but
better.
yeah, cooking is easy. I agree with Rook. Like you can cook enough to survive. It's not like you would starve. People are like, I can't cook shit. It's easy, bro. Just put stuff in the
Can you start a fire?
no.
Bro, that must feel so good. Like imagine, right? Because we're used to cooking in jaded conditions, right? We have plenty of food in our refrigerator or whatever. But imagine yourself in a situation where you actually have to cook your own food, hunt it, then cook it, start a whole fire, That's
Nigga,
probably gonna
bro,
be the best tasting meal ever. You're
nigga,
gonna be
no.
like, this is so fucking
Bro.
rewarding.
Okay, so if you're hunting an animal, you're gonna have to skin it. So that means you gotta have a
I
knife. You have
know it's
time.
gonna be
You gotta
awful.
drain the
But dude,
blood,
you're not gonna have a good time. I
remove
know,
the bone,
dude.
and you gotta start a fire, which takes if you're not good at it, even if you're good at it, it can take a minute. If you're not good, you're gonna be there for a long time, blowing on the ground, rubbing the stick together, and the wind's gonna blow and take it out.
And then you're gonna be like, let's eat
I
raw meat.
You're gonna salmonella
no, no, no,
salmonella poisoning, right?
Don't people eat raw beef?
Yeah.
no. But you once you do all that, dude, it's gonna be like fucking so rewarding. It's gonna take you like 8 hours to prepare a meal.
And then
But it's gonna be.
however it
We,
is, you'd be like, fuck, I'm eating it.
we got different definitions of rewarding. 8 hours
It's
for
rewarding, dude.
8 hours for half a chicken wing. Nah, it ain't rewarding.
Oh my gosh, half a chicken wing is like an
I
8 hours.
I think I would find it rewarding, dude, because it would be
Imagine,
like ready.
imagine if it's a fish. You gotta take the bones out.
Oh boy.
You know, fish. That would be a pain. You're just gonna be eating bones instead.
But dude, you would be choking on it, you will be dead.
Yeah,
And then
but it'd be so
someone will
rewarding.
they'll be like, oh, time to cook this meal.
But it'd be so rewarding. Rock choking in the middle of the island, abandoned island, the plane crash. You got a fish. Everyone's like, you should probably take the bones out before you cook it. He's like, no, it's gonna be so rewarding when I bite into it and choke to death.
Choke
This
to
guy.
death. I just
No,
wanna
dude,
be
it's just
choked to
putting in
death.
the work that feels rewarding.
Nigga,
You
you ain't
know,
gonna feel rewarding. After 10 hours, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? I
dude,
should
after,
just. The vegans will just be looking at you, eating their little plants, like, we've been
no,
good,
bro.
we've been full.
I imagine I just killed an elf, like what's it called? Fucking a deer, right? I imagine I just killed a deer and he's dead, and I'm like, I got him dead right in front of me. I'm like, oh shit. What I what I gotta do with this now? I gotta skin it. Like holy shit, this is gonna take 4 hours, and then my next thought is gonna be like, damn, I sure missed my microwave. That's gonna be my first thought, dude.
What
But you
if
gotta
you?
get through it, I dude. I mean,
What
you're
if
hungry,
the?
dude.
What if the knife breaks while you're skinning it? It just snaps off. What are you gonna do?
I don't know, dude. I would probably go around with my hands. I would cry a little bit, probably. I
And
would
then
probably have a breakdown for
hour
like a
three,
5 minute.
hour three, you hear growling behind you. What do you do?
Eat that.
It's the kids. The
Holy
kids.
shit, dude.
It's Bambi found its mother. You're eating. What do you do?
Bro, man, I just hate those movies, man. It makes me go vegan.
I would try to kill it too, because it's smaller.
Dead ass. If I could crash on an island with my pets, like we're gonna survive for a little bit, but they're gonna look tasty
Oh my god.
real quick.
Yeah, sounds like a tasty, yeah.
It's gonna be like that scene from Mayan Legend where his dog is affected. He has to choke it out. That's what it's gonna be like. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get some food soon.
Yeah, that was sad scene, man. Fuck.
I
Yo,
didn't
did
cry,
you know
bro.
they're making an I Am Legend too? Oh my god! But it's supposed to be like, I know he died at the movie, but it's supposed to be different. I don't know.
I imagine it would be great if it had like a Will Smith video and he was dancing with the dog, like a getting jiggy with it kind of thing, kind of vibe. That would be fucking awesome, dude. I would watch it.
Air Bud in I Am Legend. Dancing with Will Smith. Welcome to Miami. Emi, Emi, Yami, Yami.